Good afternoon, please be seated. And welcome to the Barony Hall, which is one of the jewels in the crown of this university. I'm glad to say it's a little bit cooler than last week because I understand quite a few people were melting in their robes. But it feels quite nice up here at the minute, yeah. So this is a graduation for the Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences. And I have the privilege of being the Dean of Humanities and Social Sciences, so it's a great pleasure to welcome you today, and also to see our graduates, both here and behind me, cross the stage, get their degrees, and start their journeys into new and different experiences. This day is really important for you and for us, and of course for our graduands, soon-to-be graduates. It's the culmination of years of study, and it's also the culmination of years of support you've had to provide to them, some of it financial, some of it laundry-based, some of it emotional, but they've got here, and that is great. Enjoy today. One of the things I've noticed about graduations in this university is the other three faculties tend to be rather quiet. So I want a bit of sound when people cross the stage, okay? Let's celebrate everyone's success here today. So please enjoy yourselves. And at the end of the ceremony, we will be leaving in procession up to the Learning and Teaching building for some refreshment. So without further ado, I declare this congregation open, and I ask Professor Deborah Robinson to present our graduands.
Associate Principal and Executive Dean, in the name of the University and by the authority of the Senate, I present to you these students. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy for Research in Education, Noura Mafta Isa Ali. Gerard Michael Bell. Shipang Udsway. Wontong Han. Sarah Khan. Vijay Ita Prajapati. Elise Ilona Guthrie Sterling. And also in Applied Autism Research, Christine Souza Marmoy. And for the degree of Doctor of Education, Jing He. William John Quirk. For the degree of Master of Science in Genealogical, Paleographic and Heraldic Studies, Julie Ann Kane. Jasmine Rebecca Da Sino. Alexandra Herbert. Sophie Hutchings. For the degree of Master of Science in Autism, Nabila Kane. Evelyn Niashnu. In Education Studies, Catherine Cheretich. Livingston Obi Egbe. For the degree of Master of Science in TESOL and Intercultural Communication, Ali Ahmad Alfaiz. Nilafar Latifi. For the degree of Master of Education in Autism, Fiona Campbell. In Education Studies, Christopher Boyle. Gillian Mary Connolly. In Educational Leadership, Farasha Bashir. Lisa Marie McPherson. In Professional Practice, James Charles Easton. Stuart Stevenson Grant. Elizabeth Sarah Johnston. Laura Shaw. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Curricular Studies, Kieran McEwen. Liam Harry Miller. Sarah Catherine Reed. In Education and Curricular Studies with teaching qualification in Home Economics, Deborah Connolly. Elizabeth Susan Feely. Connor John Laidlaw. Iona McFarlane. Molly Isabella Martin. Blanca McGlade Gomez. Sheena McClellan. Emma Murphy. Rebecca Murphy. Emma Elizabeth Margaret Noble. Aidan Stewart. Vari Truesdale. Emma Margaret Kirk Weir. in Education and Curricular Studies with teaching qualification in Technological Education, Michelle Noble. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Education and English, Sophie Grace Nichol. In Education and English and Creative Writing, Emma Rayburn. In Education and History, Amanda Elizabeth Henderson. Morgan McGowan. Katie Pittner. Keris Rankin. In Education and Human Resource Management, Catriona Maria Torrance Antonison. In Education and Social Policy, Rebecca O'Neill. In Education and TESOL, Zakaria Abdulnabi Al-Balushi. Hamoud Khalid Hamoud Al-Hathi. Amna Saeed Hamed Al-Mondari. Mohammed Suleiman Hamal Al-Makbali. Yosef Nasser Kalfan Al-Wahibi. Jifan Wong. In Humanities and Social Sciences, Shanna Hunter. Sophie Louise Kelly. Mia Chloe McKechnie. Robert John Alexander Malloy. Danielle Caroline Murdoch. In Primary Education, Mia Adair. Aisha Ahmad. Jenna Rose Ainsbury. Anna Airley. Millie Beach. Tessa Bell. Amy Jane Black. Harvey John Bradford. Gemma Nicola Brown. Lauren Molly Brown. Melissa Brown. Robin Bruce. Rebecca Buchanan. Branna Diane Caddis. Erin Callahan. Lucy Carnegie. Amy Elizabeth Davidson. Morgan Alyssa Devlin. Amy Duncan. Chloe Dion Crosby Airdley. Shannon Taylor Feeney. Orla Gallagher. Emma Lynn Gibson. Natalie Gibson. Anna Elizabeth Gosling. Shannon Griffiths. Neve Margaret Hale. Amy Hall. Judy Rita Hamer. Tia Harold. Carolyn Harvey. Amy Henderson. Kira Higgins. Mia Hulley. Ashley Hutton. Grace Inglis. Colby Kane. Jordan Louise Kinsella. Sarah Lane. Molly Law. Rebecca MacDonald. Sarah Ann McIver. Nicole Mackey. Gemma McRitchie. Abby McCafferty. Lennon McCaffery. Jasmine McCallum. Monica Ann McCann. Dion McCormack. Olivia McAvoy. Holly Ann McEwen. Kerry McGrow. Hannah McIntyre. Alex McNulty. Michael McLaughlin. Holly McMillan. Kenzie McMillan. Iona McMurdo. Chloe McNamara. Emily McNaught. Sophie Fiona McPhail. Anna Meacham. Abby Michael. Katie Louise Miller. Mia Muldoon. Orla Rose Mulhern. Amy Murphy. Chloe Neal. Terry Nolan. Abby Noon. Bailey Mia Patterson. Caitlin Potter. Katie Elizabeth Reed. Amy Richmond. Jenna Annie Sydney Rogers. Maria Rose. Melissa Scott. Olivia Shearer. Darcy Catherine Hazel Smart. Louise Alison Moira Smith. Olivia Claire Stansfield. Neve Hannah Starkey. Holly Strang. Marnie Alison Thompson. Olivia Rose Toa. Lucy Wardor. Olivia Wardrope. Lisa Stewart Watt. Sarah Weir. Amy Louise Wilson. Gabby Wilson. Sarah Wolfenden. Jessica Wiley. Neve Young. In primary education with international study, Elsie Balfour. Caitlin Jane Gordon. Lillian Margaret Keith. Zoe McInnes. Hope Robertson. Isla Molly Jane Small. For the award of postgraduate diploma in early years pedagogue, Andrew Pollock.
Once again, a very warm welcome to the University of Strathclyde. Before I tell you a little bit about our university and our faculty, let us first give a round of applause to the graduates of 2026. None of our graduates got to this point alone. To our graduates, your families, friends, and supporters have carried you through your learning journey. This moment recognizes their contribution too. So graduates and colleagues, let us give a round of applause to those who have given you their love and support. Finally, to my wonderful colleagues who have worked tirelessly to give you an exceptional education and a superb graduation day. Today also reflects their dedication. Let us show our appreciation to them with a round of applause too. When we leave today in academic procession, you, our graduates, will be full members of Strathclyde's worldwide community, which is more than 230,000 strong. Our university was founded in 1796 by Professor John Anderson as the place of useful learning, and as a place where anyone, regardless of background, could study. Today, we are a leading technological university, but we remain socially progressive. And we in this faculty remember that, although John Anderson is best known for his revolutionary views and his work in physics, his education was grounded in the humanities and social sciences. He was first a professor of Oriental languages before he embarked upon his scientific career. In a world that often seems to be shaped by science and technology, the role of humanities and social sciences is more important than ever. Because without people and without the public and social policies that create the space for innovation, technology flounders. Today, the humanities and social sciences are integral to our achievement of various global targets. For example, the 4 pillars of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals focus on key outcomes for humanity that are underpinned by national and international policies and legislation that seek to create opportunities for new interventions, including the scientific and the technological, but all with the intention of improving lives. The pillars prioritize investment in health and education, improved access to services, nutrition, knowledge, and skills. They also prioritize improving social cohesion, reciprocity, and honesty, and the value of relationships among different people. Finally, they provide a basis upon which we understand how to improve standards of living and ensure that the energy needs of our population are met without compromising future generations. This faculty creates our thought leaders of tomorrow, and you will guide future innovations, skills development, legal and societal infrastructures. Many of our distinguished alumni have already occupied that space, transforming businesses, the law, building communities, and creating new platforms that connect individuals and build prosperity. Today, you, our graduates, join their number, and there is much we can be proud of in the work we do, and There is much that we can be proud of in the work that we do, and of which you, our graduates, have also been a part. And I'm particularly pleased to see graduates from the BSc Curricular Studies with Teaching here today. This is a sector-leading program that brings to education a cohort of graduates who perhaps would not have entered the profession of education after school. I'm also very pleased that we have a mix of both education and the Centre for Lifelong Learning here, because it encompasses both of my passions, teaching and genealogy. We all suddenly find out we're not quite where we thought we were from. And as a little insight, I thought my great-grandfather was American, but he came from Stepney and changed his name. Hid his identity and his second family. So you learn a lot. But let's look at the successes of our Institute of Education. Professor Yvette Taylor was elected a Fellow of the Royal Society of Edinburgh, recognizing her exceptional contribution to scholarship and public life. Professor João Parasceva received the 2026 Society of Professors of Education Outstanding Book Award for his tome entitled Critical Perspectives on the Denial of Caste in Educational Debate, Towards a Non-Derivative Curriculum Reason. And Dr. Layla Adamson was a co-recipient of the 2026 American Association for Applied Linguistics Research Article Award for her work exploring experiences of language and gender inequality in Rwandan English medium secondary education. And that was difficult to say. Innovation and educational leadership have been further strengthened through the launch of the Hub for Innovative Pedagogy, hosted within the Institute as part of our Centre for Teaching Excellence. Led by Professor Kate Wall, the Hub is creating new opportunities for teachers, researchers, and practitioners to engage in professional inquiry, evidence-informed innovation, and collaborative learning. Through webinars, workshops, research briefings, and practitioner inquiry communities, the Hub is already establishing itself as an important national platform for pedagogical development and educational improvement. The Institute's international profile has continued to grow through research collaborations and scholarly exchanges. In February, colleagues from our TESOL programs welcomed visiting scholars from Chile, Spain, and Norway, creating opportunities for rich intellectual exchange and new international partnerships. The introduction of the Scottish Languages Act for Gaelic education highlights our ongoing contribution to language policy, cultural sustainability, and educational inclusion. Comparing that, we have our Centre for Lifelong Learning, which continues to be a global leader in genealogy and its genealogical, paleographic, and heraldic studies. The only MSc, I think, in the world.
The Strathclyde Institute for Genealogical Studies offers online short courses, postgraduate and doctoral study options, and caters for every stage of the family history journey. In particular, our MSc is the largest online program in the university with over 200 students from across the globe, with particularly strong recruitment from North America and Australasia. It offers budding professional genealogists an excellent skill set for their future careers. The Institute also creates networking and knowledge exchange opportunities through conferences and summer schools, and only last week we welcomed over 140 professional genealogists from across the world who discussed the impact of AI on genealogical research and new developments in genetic genealogy. These are just a few of the highlights from our institutes and centres represented today. The University of Strathclyde is a university on a significant journey, and this is demonstrated through the ways in which we are viewed by others. Our QS Global Rankings of World Universities place us 230th, up 20 places from last year. We are also the 2026 UK University of the Year and have been described as the embodiment of everything a 21st century university should be. We're also the Times and Sunday Times Scottish University of the Year and the UK runner-up. But today is all about our graduates. Your learning journey does not end here. We have helped develop those skills that will ensure that you remain critical thinkers and builders of our future world. You know how to solve problems, how to work with people, and how to keep going when it gets tough. The friendships you have built here will sustain you. The experiences you have shared with others and the person you have become through your experiences with us are just as important as any qualification. I hope that you will carry the spirit of Strathclyde wherever you go, and that our values of being bold, ambitious, innovative, collaborative, and people-oriented will frame your future careers. Whatever you do next, whether it's in business, industry, education, the arts, or public service, you have the power to make a real difference. Please stay in touch with us. Your stories inspire the next generation of Strathclyders. Thank you once again to all of our staff and to our families and friends here today. And congratulations to our graduates. You've made us all very proud. Thank you.
Right, so now I've got my teeth back in. We are going to process out of this building. So it will be the academic procession first, followed by our graduates, and then we would like families and friends to join us. Walk up the hill to the Learning and Teaching building. Just listen out for the bagpipes, and you'll find us. So it is with great pleasure that I declare this congregation closed, and I would ask you to rise once again.